I just think that's the fastest way. Let me give Verde a shout out while I'm at it. Shout out at... Oops. Wow. Zor. Type. Verde is also awesome and plays, apparently, Aska now. And a cozy little platformer RPG. I'm not sure how I would describe Spiritfarer. It's a pretty unique game. Okay. But yeah, if you don't follow Verde, give her a follow. Please, please. You won't regret it. And then you won't get a pirate fight on the very next jump. Like, I've never gotten 2 in a row. But I do need to find another system that's a pirate system here that I can jump between. There it is. Ooh, it's Vy'keen. Buckling is everywhere. But hey, you... Wow, I did get another one right away. I don't normally get one... I don't normally get these back to back. Usually I have to jump 2 or 3 times before it triggers the next fight. So you start it the same way to do the alternate win. Blow up the engine so it can't get away. And then once the engines are neutralized or blown up, come back around from the back here. You'll see these little cutout sections. This part is just like Star Wars, basically. You run the trench. You blow these things up. Once you blow up the little ball thing, a little power core comes out. You need to blow up both of them. Okay. Once you do this trench, then you flip around and you do the other trench, except I can't see because I got disoriented. Oh, here we go. Wait, this isn't it. I didn't go far enough. That's what it is. Wait, where's the other trench? Am I high? Oh, here it is. You just do the same thing here. Blow up the little balls, and then the power things that pop up after. There you go. That's it. It's defeated. So you can either blow up the turrets, or you can go down the trench and blow up all the shield generators. Either way, it's the same reward. You get some reputation with whatever race is in charge of the system. And some nanites. And then you either claim the ship or you demand tribute and get 6.7 million every time. This way. Forgot to check what class this one was. This one's a C class. Unfortunately, if you really want an S class, there's only like a 5% chance of getting an S class. Every time you do this pirate fight in a pirate system, there's only a 5% chance that it's a S class. So you just have to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until you get the S class, if that's what you're wanting. The upside is, every time it's not the S class, you get another 6.7 million credits, another chunk of nanites, a large chunk of reputation with whatever race you know that the system is. So like, basically you make friends and get rich along the way. Righteous thief. Where's my ship? There it is. Now, if you already own an S-Class, I haven't done the pirate quest line fully. I've only dabbled in it. So now I can just warp back and forth between these two systems until I get the S-Class that I'm wanting. Or is it over here? No, it's one of these lines. There it is. I'll show you what I mean on like how it normally works with going back and forth. That was 2 in a row I just had, which is unusual. So usually this jump would be no pirate ship at the other end. Unless it's mine. Oh my god, a third one back to back. That's crazy. I'm getting weird options. Okay, I can show you what the other method, or the other thing you can do is. If you already have the pirate dreadnought of your dreams, there's something you can get from this besides just money. Blow up the engines again. Once all the engines are blown out. Yeah, now there's no 3 jumps in 5 hours required. But I've never seen them trigger this fast. I guess I could fight some random fighters while I'm waiting. But basically, once you blow out the engines, you can just wait until what I usually do if I'm doing this is I'll blow up the shield stuff, but I don't blow up the last one. You wait on the last one. This gives you something to do while you're waiting, because what you need to have happen, if you don't want to claim the pirate ship, but you still want something good for it, what you need to do is let it kill the civilian ship. Allow it to blow up the civilian ship, but don't let it escape. Don't let this ship escape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow up all the shield generators but one while I'm waiting. As long as you don't blow up the last little power core. .360 Fire Wyvern from Era. You can breed them together, Beard. If you have the... I don't think they have the awesome spyglass on that cluster. I think they just depend on using the tech binoculars, which you might not have unless someone gave them to you. Wait, is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. So I'm gonna leave this last shield generator here until the civilian is dead. The civilian is down to 25%. You can see at the top. So they've almost destroyed the civilian ship. They can, Beard. Because the stats combine kind of randomly. Okay, so the civilian ship's dead. And with the civilian ship already dead, if you destroy the pirate ship, which it should be pretty low on health, there you go. By blowing up all the shield generators, you're lowering its health quite a bit. Yeah, it's gonna blow up now. Let's get out of here. Boom. So if you let it kill the civilian ship first and then blow it up, then it gives you a S-class tech to use on your freighter. So this was my reward, essentially, is a S-class tech to put on my freighter, which is pretty nice. So Beard, what I was trying to get at was each stat has a random allocation when it spawns in the wild, and then when you tame it, well, with the wyverns there's no bonus, but like on a normal tame, you know, you'll get extra levels if you tame it if you feed it the right thing, and which will increase the level of its various stats in a random way. And then if you compare a different male to a different female, and then you breed them together, if you get the highest stats from each one and combine them onto the same wyvern, you get a higher level wyvern that's higher than either of the parents, essentially. That's how you can end up with a higher level just from plain old breeding. And then mutations take that a step further, or I'm sorry, not even mutations. Then you could take the bred together one and look for more eggs and hatch them and see if they have a stat that's better that you could breed in and make an even better one, and then breed in another one, and breed in another one, and another one, and another one. I know, it's not... Honestly, I didn't even get into the mutation part, which is where it gets really confusing. I could probably explain it better if I was in the game. Just to summon in my own freighter. I did, between having yesterday off to watch the community day with Dunks, and then the day before that being a No Man's Sky stream, and today being a No Man's Sky stream, I've had a few days to play Ark in my off time, and I got both the wyverns and the pyromanes. I got them to their 20 mutations of health and melee, and bred them together, and made babies to raise. And the pyromanes, I already made a boss fight group and put it in a cryo fridge for them to slowly level up. On the wyvern side, I'm kind of like mass producing eggs to get to the point where I have, because I feel like I'm gonna need more of them over there to take on the dodo wyvern. So I'll probably put those, or hatch those eggs and raise that army tomorrow before stream. I don't think either of them will be ready for the dodo boss tomorrow, but I mean, we can fool around with the improved breeds and you can see how much stronger they are now. I'm good, Sim. How are you doing? And welcome. Let me check. I may have missed people. Oh my goodness, Sim, I'm sorry. I got... And to Eric, greetings and welcome. Sorry, we had the raid and I was trying to explain stuff and fighting was going on. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, Verde, you can go out of the system and back in again. It doesn't trigger any more often that way. I just like doing it between two pirate systems is my preference, so I don't have to keep track of anything. Just keep bouncing between the same two until the fight triggers over and over. Plus, it's... well, yeah, never mind. Because that way, regardless... Although it usually only triggers in one of the two systems that I choose, but that's what I do. staff that I made. I wanted to make my own staff, and I didn't realize when I first made it my mission to make it happen, but you have to basically go through the whole main storyline before you can get to the extra story to get that lets you become friends with a new faction that allow you to, or that give you the tech to make your own staff. That way you're not just stuck using the same one from an expedition all the time as a expedition reward. As much as I enjoy the Atlas staff, it gets old fast for me. Which is why I didn't even bother claiming it on my expedition this last time. I just found a Class B, I think, pistol that was better than the starter one and just rolled with it, and it was fine. Because there's not really any serious combat required for the expedition that's up right now. The head? I want to say Havoc. Let's see, I have the extra pieces on the freighter. And of course I don't have an extra one right now. It's not the Radiant Heart or Claw or Concentric Transducer or oh, it's not the Havoc one. Havoc is the Havoc Coil. It's not the Reclaimed Head. I mean, I could roll the dice and see if I can figure out, find one in a random vendor, basically. Oh, here we go. Oh, I forgot to scan the planets. Oh, you've been looking for it already? Oh, okay. I don't remember if I have to be on the ground or not, but since I haven't scanned this planet, I'm gonna land first. I like it. I recolored my character because you don't get to control the colors of your staff. Like every time you assemble it to see what class of quality it's going to be, it kind of rolls the dice on colors. And so I really like the look of this one, so I styled my character's colors after the staff of yellow and black. Multi-tool. Resonance key. Yeah, there we go.
Navigational data received.
I don't think it was S class. I think it might have been A class. But I have an absurd amount of nanites on this character, if I remember right. Yeah, 207,000. It was the infested mission or expedition. The one that had the giant brood mothers come up and that had the giant creepy bugs you could tame, and that kept having them, that forced you to keep fighting the whispering horrors over and over and over and over and over. I farmed the bejesus out of those whispering horrors because I didn't understand how it worked, and I was just trying to progress the community goal, and the community goal was bugged and wasn't getting any progress, and I killed just literally 1,000 of them or more. And when I eventually finished the mission, they gave me like 5 or 10 nanites per whispering horror that I killed during that mission. It was ridiculous how many nanites they gave me. So when they gave me a staff that I thought looked really cool, but it was only like a Class A, I was like, screw it. I love the look of that one. I'll spend the 50,000 nanites to up it to a Class S. I think that's what I did. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a while. Oh, I can't. Wait, where'd it go? That yellow marker gets lost in the snow pretty easily. Here we go. Let's see if I get lucky and this one has it. Go to the vendor. Okay, we have... Wait, where is it? No, this one has 2 heads, but neither of them is the one in question. Wait. This is part of it, though. This is the core that I used for that one. The runic core I used. I'd have to take a better look at the staff to see the bottom of it. Yeah, the bottom of it, it has like a little claw type look to it. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Lord. Oh, okay, only 67. I think I have stacks of 200. Yeah. Because of all that jumping between systems and collecting freebies, I've got 495 ion batteries on my freighter and 67 on me. Oh, God. Zor's not afraid to grind. Let's see. Can I... Will it let me do it again just right from here? Find a different one? Normally what I do to find different ones is I just start doing missions. And the missions will send me to another POI to like repair and a broken autophage. And that'll be another camp. And I'll throw down like a save beacon so I can go there once I'm done with this one's missions and so on and so forth. But if you just have all the void motes you could want and don't need to do the missions, you can just keep rescanning. So literally you can just end up leapfrogging around after you find the first one. Wait, how far is this one? Yeah, it's pretty far. Let me go up and down. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Thank heck they turned off special battery for signal booster. Right. Honestly, I've never used a special battery for the signal booster. I think it's been turned off for a long time. Because I've never needed any sort of special battery to use the signal booster. I used to use it a lot just to find random POIs to go check out, and it never asked for anything. In fact, in the old days, you had to put the drop pod map into the signal booster in order to find the drop pods, which I just stumbled into one. This character already has max inventory, so the drop pod does nothing for me. But there's another one of these camps. And another terminal. What do we got? Oh, there it is. Runic Focus is the name, Sim. Runic Focus. Sorry that I found it in 2 tries and you've been looking. It is expensive. You're going to need 1,000 void motes. So just, if you don't already have the void motes, which you probably already do, but if you don't, make sure you have them first. So that when you do... Oh, and here it is. The radiant bore is the bottom part. The one that has like a little gem-type claw bottom. That's the radiant bore is the bottom piece. Ooh, radiant chamber. That looks cool. I must have spent all of mine. I sure did. But yeah. Runic focus is the top piece. Radiant bore is the bottom. And I said, I don't remember what it is now, but I said at the previous camp what the piece right under the head was. Yep, no problem. All the love for Sim. The head on the dude's staff, it reminds me, because of the glowing eyes when he stops moving, the little pulsating eyes or whatever, totally reminds me of like a steampunk sugar skull, like from Dia de los Muertos. That's what it reminds me of. Wow, my beefy default staff, because in first person all the other heads are way too big. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Honestly, because you have to mix and match to try to get different quality levels and different colors and whatnot, basically I was just blowing all of mine to build up a stock of everything. You know, I was trying to have one of everything so that I could mix and match and try to make the staff of my dreams. Oh, my voice is breaking. So that's why I'm perpetually broke on the void motes, is because I'm constantly buying more bits, you know, buying more pieces where possible. It seems like there's a limit, though. From what I remember. Here. So I have the Atlas one, and I have this one, and it won't let me make a third one. Like, for some reason, you can only have 2 of these staffs at once. Or maybe only one that you made yourself. Weird. Oh, that's a good question. Let me do another scan, make sure everybody's visible. This one had more than one head available. He has the Sentinel head, or whatever that is, autophage head. He looks to be the only one with a staff. Honestly, in order to see what they're holding, you have to land and do a scan, so you may as well just open the terminal. Yeah, it doesn't match up to Eric. There's only 2 heads available, and neither of them is the autophage head. Well, I mean, you can still use it for whatever, and maybe it's just me, but if you have the Atlas staff and you have a custom staff, well, let me just see if it'll let me, because I have the slots open. This is what irked me. I have literally only 4 multi-tools. You're allowed to have 6. I only have 4. Staff assembly. Let's start out with Radiant Heart, Havoc Core, Salvage Shaft. What do we got? Class C. Blech. Decline. It seems to be the head is the only thing that makes any difference from what I've noticed. What about the hand? Assemble. Class A. Oh, Lord. Blaze Javelin. Screw you. Decline. Although